Yo, what's up, family? Yo, check this one out. This is for a lot of you parents out there. Y'all gonna love this one. And you're gonna definitely identify. So therefore, I'm gonna title this video here, Kids Have No Clue What Parents Have to Do. Because they don't. Think about it. The average kid out here messing up, causing the parents all kind of headaches and problems, financial problems, because they're breaking something, destroying something, whatever they're doing, they're causing all kinds of trouble, right? But they just carry on with their day, not having no clue, being totally perplexed. And as always, I love to give you a word of the day because I want to broaden your vocabulary, Perplexed. If you look up the word perplexed, it simply means completely puzzled, completely stunned, baffled, like, man, I don't quite understand. You're like, wow, I don't get that. Perplexed. So think about it. Like I said, the title of the video, kids have no clue what parents have to do. Yeah, like I said, to be redundant here, all the trouble that we cause our parents, and we still carrying on with our day, not realizing, man, you just put mommy and daddy in a financial bind. Whatever nonsense you do, we're going to get to some of them. But I'm going to just go to one specific one with me, specifically when I was a kid. Watch this. I remember it was one of the typical summers where my Uncle Billy took me back to the old hometown, New Brunswick, to hang out with my cousin Carl, right? On this particular Sunday, summer, right? Me and a bunch of other guys, we went on this dead-end street, down this dead-end block, right? And we was racing racing bikes. We was like seven years old, whatever, racing bikes. So the bike that I had, we had put together, and I had the handlebar. That's the reason I'm holding this, to try to demonstrate it to you what I'm talking about. My bike didn't have no handlebar cushions. It was just all metal. And a lot of y'all, you know what I'm talking about, when you have the handlebars, it was just straight metal, right? I had no rubber on, no grip or nothing, right? So anyway, it was about 5 of us. We all lined up, right? And then the joker down there was like, now mind you, like I said, it was a dead-end street, and it went out, and then it went this way and that way. But the race was supposed to be to the end of the block, and then make a left. So anyway, the joker said, on your march, get set, go! And man, right away I was like, I was so worried about beating everybody. Man, and mind you, I forgot to leave a disclaimer out. My bike had no brakes. As I'm going and going and going, next thing I went to turn that corner. When I turned the corner, immediately when I turned the corner, I seen my Aunt Sharon out, her standing with a car, double parked, while she's talking to the person. And when we turned the corner, all the kids, they was like, hey, watch out, here come no kids. And next you know, my bike went just like this. And the car that she was talking to, the guy that was double parked, my handlebars had no grip on it. It hit the whole side of the car and went, scraped the whole car. I mean, the handlebars dug in the car, ripped the paint, damaged it bad, right? And immediately after, I got off the bike and all the yelling, boy, what the hell is wrong with you? And then the guy got out of the car, man, y'all destroyed my car, right? And I just came over there with my stupid little self. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. Like, sorry, gonna make it better. And I remember clearly my aunt saying, boy, you know what? Get the hell out of here. That's all y'all doing all the damn time. Just destroying stuff all this doggone time. Now, back to the point, the title of the video. Kids have no clue what parents have to do. Now, when she yelled at me and my cousin this and that, and we had to put the bikes up, go in the house or whatever, we was mad, telling her, man, she always yelling at us. But we had no clue that there's a good probability, because we were so perplexed. Remember, perplexed, puzzled, totally baffled. You don't understand. We were so perplexed. We had no clue to the damage that we did, not understanding there's a good chance she had to probably put up her rent money to pay for this guy's car. You see what I'm saying? But this is what kids have no idea. But next thing you know, when the beginning of the month comes, we wonder why ain't no food in the house, and we wonder, man, she ain't putting money. Nah, but you don't know. She had to put the rent money up to pay for your mistakes. Now, we was just about to get them new sneakers she promised us, right? But now, she can't get you the new sneakers because of the damage you did. Now, she got to pay this guy to get the car fixed. You have no idea. She probably had to go to court that are coming up because of what you do. Whatever the kid did, the parent got to pay for. See, that's why I said back to the title of the video. Kids have no clue what parents have to do. There's so many variables with that. But meanwhile, me and my cousin was just in the house talking about, man, I'm tired of her yelling at us, man. We're sitting down, she always yelling at us. And I've been so perplexed, not realizing the extreme damage that we cause and financial burden we put her in. But we just kids, we just going on about our business.
But see, I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you off. But see, that makes me realize, like, sometimes you tease me because I grew up having no childhood. Well, me, you know, as my family, yeah, it was my family. Yeah. We were 5. I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters, including myself. We were 5. But my parents were very controlling. They actually didn't allow us to do so many because maybe in that situation, they didn't want us to cost them. Yeah, they didn't want us to cost them money. So maybe that's one of the reasons why you got kids like that.
You speaking of that, let me speak to a lot of other parents out here. Y'all know about this type of story because you've been through it specifically. How about your teenage son or your teenage daughter, right? They always want to borrow the car, right? They borrow the car, and then what happened? They out with their friends, blasting the music, acting wild, trying to impress each other, have a car accident. And when they have a car accident, now they call mommy and daddy, and then mommy and daddy come there to the scene or whatever the case. Guess what? They done tore the car up, totaled the car, whatever the case. Somebody might even got hurt. Guess what? They'll go about their business, but meanwhile, mommy and daddy, now they got to call the insurance, put an insurance claim in. The insurance premium just went up. They got to go to court because one of your friends' parents said they should sue the parents of that car. You know, all kind of variables. And guess what? Now the father might even yell at his daughter, what the heck was you doing on this side of town anyway? Why was you flying? This and that, right? Meanwhile, it'll be the girl say something silly like this. I didn't like the way daddy was yelling at me. Yelling at you. You don't like the way daddy was yelling at you. The hell with yelling at you. Do you have any idea how much financial burden you have just cost the family? And all you got to say is, I didn't like the way daddy was yelling at me. Is you crazy? Is you out of your mind? See, once again, right back to the title of the video. Kids have no clue what parents have to do. For every teenager that wrecked their parents' car, you have no clue how your father had to get money up for another car to get him to and from work. Probably used that car to go to work. Had to go to court. Had to get the insurance premium got raised on him. Maybe even got the insurance company to drop him. Maybe even being sued. All behind what you doing. And guess what? After all that was done, guess what? You just back off with your friends. Not realizing the financial burden you have put your family in. Now, like I said, we can name a whole bunch of these stories because it's a lot. The little kid going to school and decide to say, I don't like that teacher. I don't like him. Guess what? On Mystery Night, y'all remember Mystery Night, right? Right before Halloween, right? I'm going to flatten his tires. Guess what? Yeah, you having fun flattening the school teacher tires and whatever the case, right? But now when they find out that you did it, guess who's being sued? Guess who got to pay that money back? Your parents. See, but you just out having fun thinking, oh man, I'm going to get that teacher. I'm going to throw eggs on the car. I'm going to bust their windows. I'm going to flatten their tires. But guess what? Now your parents done got maybe a $2,000, $3,000 bill because multiple cars was damaged. And you just think, man, I ain't like the way daddy was yelling at me. The hell with yelling at you. Once again, it goes back to the title of the video. Kids have no clue what parents have to do. Your father probably got sued. Your mother got sued because of your actions, brought to court, even threatening a physical altercation. Whatever the case, arguing for no reason, all kind of nonsense. And y'all just carry on with your day. Now, like I said, I know a bunch of y'all got a lot of those stories too, if you could really understand what I'm saying. And I know you could, especially parents. But remember, once we was kids too, and we did these same things, now it's like a revolving door. Our kids is giving us the same headaches we gave our parents. But just like we were perplexed, they're perplexed too. That's why, in closing, what I would say to any and every parent out there, it takes a lot of understanding and sitting down and actually communicating with your kids. Communicate more than you thought you were. Communicate more often. Matter of fact, it's one of my videos. It's titled just that. It's called Communicate More with Your Kids, or Communicating with Your Kids. It's called just that. Because you need to have more of these conversations. They need to understand, you know, when you do this, remember we learned this in elementary school, cause and effect. Because of what you did, this is how it affect us as a family. Yeah, we was about to go on that vacation. Remember the vacation we all planned on? But because of what you just did, we can't go now. You see what I'm saying? Hey, man, subscribe, share, like, and comment. Peace.